Everybody, welcome back to Disturbing Creations, and this is the fourth video in our Reaper build. So as you know, if you've been following me along on this channel, we're not really doing two mechanics, but I'm showing you the cars that we actually build, what the pieces look like, and how it transforms the car. But now we're building our own shop kind of show car for our business so that we have something to take out to represent us instead of just doing customers. I'm gonna go ahead and take you out to the car with me because there's a few things I need to start working on. Now it is February, it's freezing, it's raining, I can't really wrap the car. I have another car, we have three cars actually in the shop right now. We can't get our race car into the shop because we have three other cars in the shop, and the shop is getting modified and built with our new projects and new lift. So I'm kind of stuck with the car sitting outside. But we can do little things like take pieces off, wrap them, and get them ready. But I want you guys to tell us what we should be doing. Should we just wait for a while and work on the interior? Maybe put a new stereo in and some speakers for the show car? Or should we go ahead and get some of this stuff off? You decide. Leave comments down below. Tell us what we should do. I'm going to show you different pieces that I think we're going to do in this carbon pattern. If you think they should be in the carbon pattern, please tell us down below. Yeah, we love that. I think it would look great. If you think that we should do it in the purple pattern that we got with the satin purple metallic wrap, then say no, don't do that in carbon. It's going to be too much. Do that in the purple. And let's have a discussion about it. But let's get out to the car right now so you can see what we're working with. I made a video all month because I'm trying to wait on something very special that I got for the show car here. And as you can see, it's got snow all over it. I've had snow for like a week in New Jersey, so I couldn't come out here and take anything off the car. Plastic. I don't want to remove plastic when it's freezing because I don't want it to crack or whatever else, because then we have to buy those pieces again. And all of that comes up to the 10,000 budget limit. So I haven't even put the headlights back in here because I just wrapped them and I just did all the tint and everything. So I didn't want the snow to even touching it this first season. And I have two cars in the shop right now. One is done wrapped and another one is getting wrapped, and then this one's getting wrapped. And it's just so cold I can't finish those two, that one car to get this one in. So what should I be doing to this car right now? Let's take a little walk around the car, and maybe you guys can tell me what I should be working on for our next video to get this thing ready, because as soon as it gets warm and car season is ready, I have to wrap this. It's gonna take a full week, 40 hours to wrap this for me because I'm doing it by myself. So let's look at the car real quick and maybe think of some things that we can do. So I can't mess with the bumper because I ordered a GT3 front bumper. So this bumper's coming off, can't do anything there. I have to wait for to get the car in the garage to get this PPF. So they put this invisible bra up. You can see where the line is right here, and I started picking it off. But you got to use a heater or a hair dryer to heat this up. It's worse than even a wrap to try to peel this off. And it's going to be a pain. I don't have to worry about it on the front bumper because we're going to put use this bumper for this car over here. And this car is going to have a new bumper, or we're going to sell this bumper. So the bumper is going to be changed. Lights are already done. We already have clear here, but should we put the should we smoke this light right here and put that in? So it'll be like carbon fiber, smoke, and then a purple bumper. I really don't like the rims. Now let's talk about that. So I totally hate these, what they're called, turbo twist wheels, and I'm hoping they're from the 911 style because no Boxsters came turbo. So why would you call the wheels turbo twist? It doesn't make sense to me. But the wheels are so spaced apart. They're 1x30. They're very hard to get. They don't match any other car. They don't match any other German car. They're specifically for this, and this is how they get you. They need you to buy this stuff so expensive. even these rims I saw like on Craigslist, Marketplace, a couple other apps, they were like 800 bucks. And they were used but in pretty good condition, and sometimes without tires. And usually if they come with tires, the tires aren't that great. If they come with nice tires, you're looking at $1,200 for these, you know? So I have one or two choices. I can either powder coat them, and I haven't powder coated in about 8 years, so I'm gonna have to practice a few and then do these. Or I can get spacers, wheel spacers, to change the pattern. So you put the block in, it bolts up it bolts up the 5x30, and then whatever's sticking out, I could put like Chevy or Ford or Nissan or whatever other rim that I want. Now I have some really nice Mercedes rims that I'm thinking about putting on here because they're 19s, and they're in the office, the workshop part, not the shop, the mechanic shop. They're in the DIY workshop. So we have three channels. We have this channel just for entertainment. We have a mechanics channel, and we have a DIY custom, make furniture, that kind of stuff. So all that's down below in the description, or it will be soon. And you can go to the homepage and scroll down. All those channels say Disturbing Creations. Those are ours. We even have a pets channel. So I don't have too many options. I can't go buy new rims. New rims are like $2,000 for this, and they're not even the most banging. So I have to have the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? So we have to figure something out. I'd really like someone to leave down in the comment section down below what they think I should do. Should we powder coat the Porsche rims that bolt right on and go in? Should we get a block like 2 inches and then put, like, I have so many Ford different rims, 19s, spokes, wide spoke, like all kind of Ford rims from all the Mustangs I had in the shop, you know? And I still have two Mustangs right now, so I have extra sets of rims for those. I could easily powder coat those that look different. I don't like these rims. So the rim is so thick here that you can't really see the caliper. And if I put the Mustang rims on, they'll come out a little bit, so maybe I can get flares, you know? And then you can see the caliper. I could paint the caliper too. Now, taking the caliper off and painting it and putting it back on, super easy. It makes a big difference on your show car. But you guys tell me down below. Should I powder coat these and leave the calipers alone, or maybe just paint them black? Should I put the small spoke, larger rim on? So these are 17s. I have 19s that could go on here from the Mustang. They don't say Mustang. They're BBK or BBS rims. But so they're aftermarket, they go on anything. And then paint the calipers as well. So maybe we can paint the rims. I don't even know what color, because the car is going to be purple, and we'll paint the rims green, and the calipers purple. Or maybe the calipers white and make it really pop, because you know you can't be driving it on the street. You got white paint calipers that get dirty in like 5 seconds. So let's look at the rest of the car. All right, so we can get carbon fiber caps for these because this has that stuff I've been trying to pick off as well. It's just a pain that, but we can do this. So you see these on this car? We can do this. I can take the race car ones because they don't have that PPF on them. They're already nice and smooth, and go ahead and wrap these if I want to wrap. But if I just want to cover them, then I'll leave the ones on the race car because I think I'm deleting these off the race car and putting like little motorcycle on here for weight reduction. So I do have these. But then you see the line on these on the show car? I gotta take all that PPF off first. See it peeling even right here? Because it's old, it's peeling. Now I gotta fight that. So if I'm gonna wrap them, I'm just gonna swap them out, put these on the race car for now because I'm not gonna use them, so I can get them done. And then next winter or something, I'll worry about it. I don't even care. If I'm gonna get the covers, you know how people get the covers, they glue them on or whatever, double sticky tape them on. Sometimes they have like a little wing here, like the BMWs. They have like a little kick out or a wing here. I have to look those up and see how much. Leave it a comment down below. So I switch these out, switch the mirrors out. Yeah, switch the mirrors out and then wrap them carbon because I'm really getting good at wrapping. Or leave these on and get the covers over it, you know? So I'm thinking of taking this piece out as well and wrapping this carbon, doing this purple and the handle purple, you know? And then taking this out and wrapping this carbon. So I could take this in the house. I could take this out and clean this up, take this out, repaint, sand this, and repaint all this mess. Wrap these carbon. I could probably figure out how to get this out really quick. Take this in the house, wrap this carbon. If I'm gonna wrap these carbon, I could take them off the other car real quick, take those in the house, wrap that carbon. I could do all that stuff this week for you guys. If that's what you want to see, you got to tell me down below. If you wanted to paint or do something else, I'm not gonna mess with it outside. Now I'm kind of iffy on the back bumper. So I took the bump stops off of this because I hate those big bump stops. You know it's a Boxster just when you see the bump stops. They're very ugly. But so there's a crack in this, and it looks like they repainted it a little bit. So I'm thinking about maybe fixing that up a little bit and selling it as an OEM and spraying it and hitting it up as a black bumper. Or putting this on our third Porsche because when I took the bumper off of that one, I'm throwing that one in the garbage. And I'll show you that one in a second why. Now, on the race car, I did reduce these because no one's going to be hitting me from behind. I'm not driving it on the street. I'm not driving this car on the street either. So there is a video where I take this off, and I will also link that down below. I have to grind these out and then tap them out, take the rubber pieces off. It was a whole ordeal, but they're only aluminum. But I'm sure I could sell those for probably like 20 bucks, 10 bucks each, you know, on the sides. And then we'll get another bumper. So if I could sell these, get rid of them, make it flat, get a 911 bumper on the back, and then we're going to change the exhaust anyway, so the exhaust doesn't have to be here anymore. You know what I'm saying? The exhaust is going to come out of the sides now because we're changing all of that as well. And then maybe I could wrap the taillights. I could take the taillights in and wrap them. Let's go look at the other one and see. So walking up on the race car, you can see that I've already tinted the taillights and they look great. I did that over 2 years ago, but I do it so, I take so much detail in like, if I don't like it, I rip it off and I redo it. I'm so attention to detail 2 years later and still really looking good. Really looking good. There's one little bubble right here from 2 years ago, and I could probably pop that with a needle and heat that again, you know? Really looks good, right? Now just imagine purple, purple, black. Or do you like the white on top with the red on bottom? Let's look at it one more time, and then you guys make the decision and tell me down below. And should we put this wing? This wing is actually heavy. This is an Aerotech wing. We don't have a wing for the show car right now. So this came for free with the race car. I don't even like this wing, but this wing is 800 bucks because it funnels the air down to this when this comes out. But this isn't gonna work. I'm taking this out, so it really doesn't do anything but looks. And it weighs about 8 pounds. It's a pretty solid, heavy wing. I was very, like, whoa, man, that weighs a lot. So we should put this on the show car for now until we get like one of those big kind of like Tokyo Drift Fast and Furious looking wings. I really like those a lot, so I think I'm gonna do that. I could take this in the house and wrap this carbon as well. Should I do that as well? Or should we wrap the trunk carbon and then do this purple? I want to do something different, something other people aren't doing. So when they see my car going down the street, they're like, whoa, that's just German Kreationz. He built that car himself in his shop. Well, you guys know that I wrapped these pieces on our second to last video where I did the headlights. And I did these nice carbon fiber upgrades for our 986 Boxster because everybody hates the lights because they're just so big. But the new Porsches all have these little round headlights. So they make these upgrade kits that you can do. Now the upgrade kit came just gray. I had to sand it down myself, and then I wrapped it with this nice carbon fiber. But here's the problem. The light is supposed to look like this now, you know? So it takes this big ugly light, and this light's 20 years old, and it's got a little cracked piece, and just this triangle right here, if you buy this triangle, they're like $35, $40 a piece. So why would I spend $35, $40 to buy two of these when I could spend $80 to get two of these? Now, here, look at the difference here. This is going to turn the Boxster into a newer Boxster with a round headlight. Now, here's the problem I'm running into is getting this to stick on this. Now, I could have drilled it in, but then you would see the little marks and then it permanently damages the light. Even though these are old lights and they're kind of, you know, almost 25 years old, busted up a little bit, you would never know with the cover on it. But I can't get them to stick. I put them on, I test drove, I came back, I went around the block. One block. Like a 3-minute drive, and this thing was like, woo! I felt like we were trying to fly away. So it's not working. I need to figure out how to secure this. Now I was thinking, if I didn't wrap this already and I laid the wrap on here and I cut the circles out and tucked them, I could maybe use the wrap to go around the pull it around the outside of the light, but I already wrapped these pieces without knowing. So do I tear it all apart, rewrap it all over again? Then that's gonna set me back hours because I have to heat this up, take the wrap off, and then rewrap it again. I don't want to do that. So what I did was I put this double sticky tape on here. Now, I did use 3M because I love 3M products. I've never had a problem with any of their products, and no, they're not a sponsor, but I wish they were. So if you know someone that works at 3M, please have them reach out to me. And you see all the little tape around here? It's stuck, and then I'm scared it's gonna get wet one time because this is peeled up a little bit and this is gonna fall off. I'm gonna lose $100, plus the wrap, plus the time I put into wrapping these. So what I'm thinking of doing is peeling all this double sticky tape off, all this little booger stuff, and then cutting the wrap back, like the little pieces here that are too big that I didn't cut all the way, and then getting some clear caulking, putting it around the light clear in case it squishes out a little bit, then I could just cut it off with a razor blade because it's clear. I don't want it to stick to the wrap because if I have to pull this off to put it on a new light or change the light out or change the color of the light, we want to go purple or blue or something else, then I can't have this permanently on the light. So I think caulking would be the best way. If I have to take it off to change it, I can always take like a little razor blade in there and just cut very easy and cut the caulking out. The caulking is also weatherproof, where this little tape, this little stuff, get this wet, no more stick. You know, see, like this is sticky. You can't tell, it's not lifting it up because it's too high, but this is nothing. So I'm gonna have to tear this out. Now, have any of you guys done this? If anyone that's watching this video has ever had to deal with something like a mount or a piece or a cover like this and you use double sticky tape and it didn't work, comment down below and tell us, how did you get yours to stick? Did you just get tired of it and like you screwed a screw in here and screwed a screw in there and just kind of painted them black so they fade in? Or what did you do? But I just don't know what to do with this. So you see it's kind of coming off. It's not even very sticky. It's not even breaking. Look how far I've got it pulled out. It's not, just, I like 3M. I just don't like this double sticky tape. It's not doing it for me. I've used it before on wrap to put molding back on and it worked great. But I think because this isn't completely 100% molded to the light perfectly, whatever light they took off, it might have been an aftermarket light or something, it's just not going to stick. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the caulking and do this and fix this. And then on the next video, we're gonna get back to you and tell you if it worked or not. If it doesn't work, then you don't ever have to worry about doing it on your vehicle. If it does work, great. Hey, you see we just figured something out, and now you don't have to worry about this dumb ducky double stuck tape, double-sided tape, and losing your expensive pieces out on the road when you're trying to get to the car show.